Cardano prepping for 50-cent run, 150% gains. First things first, stepping stones. Cardano getting ready to tackle the first step, 25 cents. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit that subscribe and like on the way in. Let's jump into this video. This is Cardano zoomed out on the weekly chart. We're going to discuss. This is a very, very interesting move getting ready to occur. 50-cent target to the upside. I want to talk about that. Here's a quick look at a clip from December 29th. You see how we got this breakout of this smaller symmetrical triangle? Came back down, revisited the apex. Are we going to get something similar? Revisiting this area for Cardano. And I remember I texted my neighbor. I was like, hey, you might get an opportunity down here at this apex. And this is when we were kind of above this area. You might get an opportunity down here because it happens often. Cryptos, revisits the apex of these symmetrical triangles. So that's something very much in play. And if we go to the daily chart, everybody, it played out. And this is an explosive move for Cardano right now, and that's why I wanted to do this video. I want to track what's happened. It did come back down and revisit the apex, and we've exploded off of that apex to the upside. Haven't quite hit the target just yet, but we did hit a target. A symmetrical triangle confluent with this larger symmetrical triangle, target 20 cents, hits. Now, the target out of this purple symmetrical triangle that we were talking about is 25 cents or so, right? So we zoom out a little bit, you can see the target to the upside. 25 to 26 cents. Cardano is on the way. What I want to note is this. Look at this shorter term symmetrical triangle, the breakout. Right around 67% to the apex. Now this larger symmetrical triangle, right around 70%. We know 74% historically in cryptos, based on data that we use, and I study the pattern site, Bolkowski and his data, 74%, a really solid area, give or take a little bit. And we're getting these breaks over and over again out of these symmetrical triangles. And just look at the harmony you see on the screen. And Cardano did it. Broke out, back down to apex, explodes to target, right? Now, this time around, breakout, down to apex, exploding on its way to the targets. 25 cents. It doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight. Now, if we kind of look at everything happening with Cardano right now, we have the target to the upside, 25 cents, but there's something else happening literally in this area right now as I do this video, and it's very bullish. And I just want to, this is the weekly chart. I want to zoom in here. We've talked about two things, two 50-cent targets. One, which is this falling channel that Cardano broke out of, and this was in May, right? And then two, this rising wedge that Cardano is right now testing the upper trend line. So 50-cent target, 50-cent target out of that wedge, 50-cent target out of that falling channel. Now it's playing out literally right now. And you can just, if I zoom in on the weekly, you can actually see the weekly candle just wrapping around that upper trend line. And we need to track that. But Cardano could be getting ready to make an explosive move. And Ethereum obviously has done it, right? And you can just see Ethereum has taken off. And that's a good hint for something like Cardano doing something potentially similar, just taking a little bit more time to do so. Now, if I go back to this weekly chart, what I want to point out is this. I want to, I always try and look at realistic scenarios, right? And you're probably like, Dan, 150% gains, because that's what we're looking at. 150% gains to 50 cents. That's crazy, right? That sounds, and it's actually not. If you look around in the environment of crypto right now, that's not crazy. But if I would have told you when Cardano broke this upper trend line, and maybe I probably did a video on this, right? We broke this upper trend line. If I told you the target then was 50 cents and Cardano was trading, where was Cardano trading? Like 6 cents. Then we're talking about 700+% gains. You might be like, dude, Dan, that's crazy. But we've already made it around 250% of the way. And you can see how there's patience involved in these things happening. But with the state of crypto right now, and Cardano just hit 21 cents as I do this video. With the state of crypto right now, altcoins taking their turn, Bitcoin just doing its thing, taking a break while some altcoins do its thing, and underlying selling points of Cardano. All of these things kind of coming together in this confluent bullish manner. and you go to this chart, you start seeing, wow, this stuff can happen very quickly. So the target to 25 cents, only around 25% away or so. That can happen in the very, very short term. And then along the way, we want to try and form some structure, but the targets to these 50-cent areas, they can actually happen very quickly with the state of crypto right now. So you want to be prepared for it, but that's where we are. I wanted to do a quick update on Cardano right now just because it really, the charts played out so nicely. On this crazy looking chart, this is Kraken, we actually did wick right down to like 15 cents. And what I was talking about in that clip, this clip that I just showed you, was we were talking about a potential Fibonacci retracement, the swing low to that swing high, and just getting just a bounce off of this Fibonacci, this green channel support area. And not every chart did that, but pretty much every chart did revisit the apex, upper trend line at the very least, for the bounce. So bullish, everybody. And you know me, I'm kind of conservative. I become way more bullish off of a revisit bounce like that than I do just that first initial break through the upper trend line. I kind of like to wait to see if it comes down, tests, and then bounces to the upside. So very bullish for Cardano. You know, there's always potential. Who knows what's going to happen in these markets to the downside? If we go and we kind of zoom in on this chart, we can take another Fibonacci, that swing low to that apex, to a swing high where it is right now. There's always room for pullback. 18 cents down to like 17.5 cents on the short term. Be prepared for those scenarios as crypto is very volatile right now. But I'm telling you, everybody, I don't know how else to say. I've been so bullish on Cardano for so long, but right now it looks like on the charts it's just getting ready to just do something crazy. And we have our targets, 25 cents still and 50 cents. And you can see it right here. Let's track this, and you can just see 21 cent right now as I do this video. Cardano on the weekly testing this upper trend line. What is going to happen, everybody? Let's see how this weekly closes as well. We're going to have to track this thing. So hit that subscribe, hit that like. Want to do a quick, short Cardano update for you. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome night, and God bless.